Hi everybody. Okay, so here it is, a tour of my new scrap area. My fiance and I live with his parents, and his brother just left for his rotation since he's in med school. So since his brother moved out, me and my fiance got upgraded to a different room in the house. This room is connected, it has a bedroom, and it is connected to his garage, which the garage they transformed, they carpeted it, added some windows, some nice blinds, and just made it into like a living space because everybody parks their cars outside. So from our bedroom, you can come into the garage. So we made it into nice little living quarters, and this side of the garage is mine. So love that. There's a TV in here. My fiance has the other side over there, has his workout stuff, his desk. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour. Our cats also live here, so of course I put their bed right next to me because I'm always sitting at that desk, which is a new addition. I'm just going to show you guys around, and we'll start here. This is the paper rack that I had gotten from Joann's when the Joann's by my work was closing down. In our old room I had it covered, so I hardly ever saw my paper, so I didn't know what I had. So now it is exposed, and it's right next to my desk that I do work on, so I love that. So it has all my paper in it. It's not very much now that I'm looking at it. Actually, I'm lying, it's a lot. I do have some 8x8 pads up here that did not fit into the holders, or I was afraid would fall, so I've got a couple of those. I do have this metal tin here that I have some mini albums that I need to finish working on. So I have that there. This shoebox here is full of tags from tag swaps or tags that I've made, so I've just saved those. My camera bag, and then here this box has my Tim Holtz stamps that I won from Stampers Anonymous that I don't know where to put, and I just lean it back because my cats keep knocking them down, and those aren't precious to me, so I don't want them to do that. So right next to that is my desk. So this is my desk. This is the original desk that I did work on, and I still work on it right now. So I've actually extended it because it's always had a side panel here that I never lifted up, but now I do. As you can see the ridge here, and so we have that lifted. My fiance helped me lift that up. I did have to move some of my drawers around from the space that I had. My cat, she has to be everywhere I am. All of them do. Because it was the larger 12x12 size drawer that used to be right next to me, the perfect height that I used to pull stuff out of. So I did move some stuff around. I'm trying not to, there you go, too much of a shadow. So this top drawer is now adhesives. So I do keep all my adhesives in here. I also have my Tim Holtz stamps. I was working on a project the other day, and I had to clean up very quickly because my fiance is now working nights. So well, he is working nights, but he was doing mornings before, sorry. So he had to go, he had to go sleep really early, so I had to clean up very quickly. So I just drew some stuff in here that I was working on. But I have scissors and all my adhesive in there. This drawer here is all my stamping stuff. So all my StazOn inks, my block. I do have my Perfect Pearls in here as well. And then this bottom drawer is for embossing. So my embossing, I do have some ink pads in here. I have my Distress Crackle Paint in here as well. On top of that drawer, I do have my heat gun stand. I've got my little tripod for my camera, which I still need to buy a new one. And then I just have this pen holder here. So it has different pens, Sharpies, it's got a paintbrush in it. It has my lighter for searing the edges of ribbons when I work on. And I do have this picture of my cat that passed away that I do need to hang up. Haven't done that yet. Right next to that is my outline. So I do have my outline and my tape dispenser. I do have my non-stick craft sheet out, so I'm working on a project. Like I said, this is what I'm working on. I'll show you guys when I'm done. I have a nice window I get to look out of, and as you can see, it is raining in Southern California. On the other side of my desk, I do have my paper towel roll, and then my speaker, the other connecting speaker is above on this shelf here, and then with command hooks, I hung my heat gun, heat gun, and my glue gun, and on the ends of the cords, because I have so many things to plug in now and not enough places to plug it in, on the ends of my cords I did add little labels. so I know what I'm plugging in or unplugging into the power strip that I have. I hung up this magnetic board, so I do have the Tim Holtz tag that I won. Tag I made for February. This is from a tag swap, and then just some coupons and stuff on there. So where I have my heat gun and glue gun hanging, oh wait, gotta go back to do the bottom of my desk. So here's another drawer. This is still ribbon, so I still have all my ribbon in here. Lots and lots of ribbon. Never have enough. This is now my Tim Holtz drawer. I switched it because I have so much stuff Tim Holtz. So all my distress inks aren't in here. I have my sponges. I have my distress stickles. I couldn't think. I was going to say crackle paint. It's not crackle paint. It's tissue tape. Some Tim Holtz, the acrylic stamps. I've got adornments. I've just got everything Tim in here. So this is my Tim Holtz. And I actually put a label that says Tim Holtz. And then on the bottom here, just some miscellaneous stuff, sponges, stuff that I know I will use, that I need on hand right next to me, recollections, things like that. So it's ready to grab and go. This here is where I keep all my wedding stuff, so all my paper and everything for my invitations are in there. Underneath, I still have stacks of paper, my books, things like that. That hasn't changed much, and inside here hasn't changed much either, except now I do have my archival ink and my stamp pad cleaner in there as well. So that didn't change quite as much. Okay, now I'll go back to the shelf. This shelf is a shelf that I had in the other room. So I did change it up a little bit. On this very top, well, I'll start at the very top. The very top, I do have the bird cage that Anne gave me that has most of the stuff still in there that she gave me as well, because I don't have space for it, or I don't want to put it away actually. So I just like to pull down that cage and look at everything Anne gave me. There's the other half of the speaker, a project I did, me and my fiance. This half of the shelf has projects I've done that I can't really store because they're too pretty to put away. So I have that there. I do have this container here, has some charms, has my Cricut spatula, things like that. And then I put all my flowers here on this side. So any of my flowers with containers that I have there that are pretty that I have displayed out. The center shelf is for my Cricut cartridges. So I have them there. I do have them hidden behind some stuff, but that's okay. I do have my butterfly box that I made, and then I have the T and the N, the ones that I had bought from Michael's that I made myself. I do have a video on this, and the ones Anne gave me. And then this canvas that I made as well is on here on the little easel stand. And all my Cricut cartridges are on the back. I do have my label maker here as well. This bottom shelf I've changed up a little bit from what I used to. This still has metal embellishments, things like that that I've bought that I kind of just throw in there. This other half is my fiance. It has stuff in there. I do have this container now that is accessible that has all my stickles in it, some more beading, things like that. I have all my cat eye color box chalk in here, which I hardly use, so that's why I want it out. And then here, this container has all my bling. This is the 8x8 scrapbook album of my cat, and then 2 other 8x8 albums, so I decided to put those there. I used to have, excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. I used to put here in the center a magazine holder for magazines, but I don't do that anymore. I took that out, so I use that space in a different way. Down here, and these are broken, but that's okay. I just have some more materials that I have for scrapbooking, and some fake flowers, silk flowers, some containers, and then this bottom shelf right here is for my cats, and then I do have a knitting bag in there, so I do share my space, especially with my cats, because I do love them. Then I do have this shelving here. This is a shelf that I also had in our old space, our old room. I use it a little differently now because, as you can see, it is blocked, a piece of it, by this shelving here on the right. So anything to the far end is mostly for storage, stuff I don't use on a regular basis. So that's fine with me because, like I said, I don't use it on a regular basis. So I do have like my sticker folder back there because I don't use stickers very much anymore. This is where I make all my cards. I just put them in here. They do have categories inside, so if I need like a birthday card or anything right away and I didn't get a chance to make a personal one, I can grab from here. This container here holds all my die cut pieces that I've gotten from people because I do not have a die cut machine to set my Cricut. And then my turn around carrier that I do pull down and use on my desk. This shelf, I have these Walmart containers that I bought. They are labeled, so I do have different things inside of there. A box of embossed cards, and then that snowman container there carries lace, ribbons, mostly lace, just that I've gotten or people have sent me that I use. So I don't really have a space for that, so I've been using that box. This set of drawers, I switched around a little bit, of course. I do have all my packaged flowers, Suprema, I Am Roses, stuff I've made as well. That goes in there. The center drawer kind of is random. I do have some 7 Gypsies. Oh, this is 7 Gypsy tapes, some stamps, Bazon cleaner, stamp cleaner, a couple punches, just stuff I don't have space for. My cat. This one here is for punches, so this is all my punches here. The next shelf down, this is all my carrying totes, reusable bags. I just keep them all here. This is pretty light. I was trying not to put anything too heavy. This container here has all my chipboard books, so all that's there. And then in the corner right here, and I do have a shadow, it's a carrying tote that I just have some other stuff that I don't have space for. And then on the very bottom, paper containers, paper holders, a copper hopper, and then these all 12 by 12 little paper holders as well that have they have labels that say pattern scraps, stuff for cats, solid scraps, punched out pieces. I do have my Big Bite here in its container, and then on the edge scrapbook albums that I've been given that I have not put anything in because I'm still working on other scrapbook albums as well. So right next to that, I do have this drawers. I had this before as well, so now my Cricut does sit on top. I have my Cricut out readily available. This here is for paper towels. I just I don't use it because where I originally had it, it was too big, and I'd rather have my paper towels near me. But if I ever do get a second roll, which I do have to go buy more, and I'm going to put here. This first drawer has necessities for me and my fiance, so I'm not going to open that because it has nothing to do with scrapbooking. But the last 3 drawers are mine. So this second drawer, I have my Yudi, I have my diamond dust, and then I had a friend whose mother went from traditional scrapbooking to digital scrapbooking, so she gave me a bunch of her things that she had. So I got a lot of little containers like this that have brads in them, as well as tons of glass containers. Now I didn't want to put the glass containers out because unfortunately, because I have cats, they do like to roam everywhere, as you've been seeing in the video right now. They're like all over the place. So because of that, they will knock glass containers over, so I did not want to have those out. In this box here, I have all my Glimmer Mist, and they all have tops to them that say the color and what color they are when sprayed. I also have paint daubers. I do have some balsa wood boxes. I had a container here that's holding frames, so all the little ceramic frames. I also have my embossing folders here. So all my embossing folders, tags from the tag swap that Stephanie held that I don't participate in anymore because I don't have time. I've got some buttons here as well. I do keep some of my mini albums that I made here. Some more embossing folders because they did not fit here. My refill glue guns, glue sticks for my hot glue gun, and then my Cricut toolkit is there. The next drawer is full of stamps, so I have different kinds of stamps. I've got the wood-mounted stamps, and these are Stampin' Up! Stamps. And I went to an auction with my sister-in-law, and I actually laughed before this box came up. I tried winning 2 other boxes, but somebody threw out their Stampin' Up! Stamps or went to auction with them, or their daughter went to auction, somebody from their family, and my sister-in-law, she stayed and she won me a box of stamps. They had tons of these packaged Stampin' Up! Stamps, so I keep those in here. I also keep acrylic stamps in here as well, so from different companies. As you can see, Good Thing Could Do. This one I got a big lot, so just a bunch of stamps in here. More stamps, stamps. And then this bottom drawer, I keep extra supplies. Usually like adhesive, so like extra adhesive. I just bought some mini misters because they had them on clearance at Aaron Brothers. I had another paper distresser because I had that on clearance. I also keep in here materials, things that I'm selling on my Etsy. So you guys should check out my Etsy. Little plug there. But yeah, things that I sell on my Etsy that I'm trying to sell. So like the Valentine's kit, these stickle packs that I have here. So I just store them in here because I don't want my cats getting to them and tearing them up. The Sizzix dies you saw, like these Hello Kitty, those are not for sale on my Etsy, so if you guys go on there, I'm sorry. A parent from my work gave those to me because she used to craft, not scrapbook, but craft, and she had those. Unfortunately, I don't have a die cutter except my Cricut. I will buy a Vagabond one day, so at least I have those. But I do have just extra supplies in here. Adhesive, things that I'll pick up that I see that's either on clearance or sale, something, because I know I'll use it eventually. Now, something new that I didn't have before because my room wasn't large enough. You guys got a quick peek of my fiance's side. This desk here was left by my fiance's brother, so I am now using it as a little island slash computer slash cutting area. So I did use another command hook. So I have this command hook, and I hung my Cricut mats on here. I do have to restick this first one because, as you can see, the clear covering is coming off, but that's fine. It's an older mat. I'm using it kind of like an island, so when I do have friends come over, I do plan to remove my computer, and that's fine. It unplugs the laptop and use this for cutting. So luckily, there's no shelvings in this desk, so that works great for storage. So on the top, you'll see I do have my Texture Boutique here, and then I do have stuff on my hands. I do have stuff on my hands. This CD holder case that I got in from work when they're drawing them out, so we went from CDs to iPods. And this is where I keep my unmounted stamps, so stamps that I've unmounted myself, and they mostly do have labels. I do have stamps in here that I need to label because I just recently unmounted. Oh, those are some that Anne bought me, so I do have to label those. So I do keep all that there, so that's easily, so if I want to stamp over here, that's fine as well. I do have my computer on here, like I said, so my computer is there. Now, because this doesn't have shelving, like I said, that works out for me just fine. I don't need shelves. Well, I do need shelves. I don't need drawers or cabinets. So I do have my cutters. So I have 2 cutters here. I keep my bind it all here that Anne gave me. Thank you, Anne. And then these are the magazine holders that I used to have in the other cabinet that I moved down here. I also have some more cardstock that did not fit under my desk. My Martha Stewart scoreboard. On this side, I do have my rolling tote, and there's a chair I sit in for when I sit on my computer. And then when you come around, on the other side, here's my craft light cutter, my fascinator, and then on the bottom you have my cat. This is my boy. A photo box, and I do have this carousel, and I can pull this out, put it up, and this has some ink, some alcohol ink. I have some glitter. I do have pens, some paintbrushes, my brayer, and that's it. That is my new space. I've just started crafting. I haven't done too much. I'm just excited. I'm still kind of organizing a little bit, seeing what I like where, what I don't like where, and I can't wait to have my friends over because they have been dying, because I am the one who introduced them to scrapbooking. They've been dying to come over. So that is my space. It is much larger than the little corner that I used to have, and I'm so happy. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.